The following is a factory tour brought to you by Jeloseum.
The truth.
Hi, I'm Dig Bipper, and today we're with AnimeLoverOtaku, and we're going to be going for a little Jeloseum factory tour. So we have one of our Corporal Wrangelian Dimension factories behind us. This one makes specifically the air freshener grade copy of Jeloseum. And as you can see, he's right next to me. Come closer and come say hi.
Hi.
Perfect. So what we're looking at behind us, and in fact I'm just probably going to bring you guys in for a closer look, this is our lake of Jeloseum gelatin, air freshen and fresh fish and freff, and riffer, hoss and pfeffer, hasselhoff and fifflekoff and fifflyfoff and beeble bebop and beetle enzyme aroma goodness brand air freshener that you may have seen in one of our previous videos talking about the dangers of eating said Jeloseum. You may well have seen the video clip, correct?
Yes, I have.
Good. So in that case, you know the perils of eating the Jeloseum. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to give this little guy a tour of one of the factories and just sort of discuss more on the Jeloseum itself, just to a degree. Of course, there's quite a lot that I can't really go into extreme detail with, just down to the fact that Jeloseum is quite a heavily guarded secret in terms of like 92% of the ingredients. Most of them active ingredients, so that's why we don't want our company secrets getting out too much. Now, fun fact. You might be thinking, for a factory that can pump out 357 trillion tons of Jeloseum in about a month, this thing is awfully small. And you'd be right. That's because this isn't the whole factory. This is just the main building that sort of has basic reserves in it. There is an additional dimension that goes with every single Jeloseum factory, and inside that dimension is the primary source of all of our manufacturing power. That's where we keep all of our derps happy, fed, and also Jelosified to a degree. I mean, how do you think we keep these dynamics up? So, without further ado, I don't want to give too much information away with regards to the internals of the factory, so we're actually going to go inside and we're going to take a look. So if you'd like to come with me, we're going to go over here. And we're going to say hello to the front door of the Jeloseum factory. It's a door. Nothing too fancy about it. You click it, and in you go. However, it gets a little more interesting inside of the factory because we have, well, the inside of the factory. Now, you might be surprised at just how compact we've managed to get the Jeloseum factory buildings themselves, just down to how we manage the pocket dimensions. So, this is the whole factory, outside of course, the main outlet pumps that go into the dimension to bring the Jeloseum from the pocket dimension out into the world. But here we have 3 storage tanks. I believe the lab boys have been telling me that we've been primarily using these to store the beetle enzyme that's normally used to create the final sort of stages of the Jeloseum when it's in production. We normally mix that with the other ingredients, so that includes the ingredients which are code-named air freshen and fresh fish and freff and riffer, hoss and pfeffer, hasselhoff and fifflekoff and fifflyfoff and beeble bebop and those ingredients are sort of like a conglomerate of about 1,000 different items. We can't go into detail due to the fact that those are heavily guarded company secrets, so like I mentioned, that's that. We do have a sample room here, though. Sometimes might see the odd derp walk in and out, come check a bottle of the Jeloseum, go back in, resample it, test it, come back out, get another sample. They're making sure that the quality of our Jeloseum is as high as it can possibly be. So what we have here is a couple of sampling taps. We also allow for people who come here to take a factory tour to actually take a bottle of the Jeloseum home for themselves to try for free. Maybe then later on they might want to go talk to their friendly local neighborhood salesman derp to get themselves a nice big fat 10-kilogram jar of Jeloseum like this. Only theirs would be air freshener grade unless they speak to a food grade derp. So here we have it. As you can see, the Jeloseum itself is actually pink in color, contrary to popular belief that Jeloseum is blue. Only the label of air freshener grade Jeloseum is blue. The actual Jeloseum inside the container is this lovely vibrant pink color. Don't ask us what causes that, but there is some weird pigment within the actual Jeloseum itself that causes it to have this really vibrant pink. When it comes to the food-grade Jeloseum, it again has a slightly different color. Some theorize that it's due to the removal of some of the ingredients that cause the gelosification of people. We haven't really worked that out. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say for now. I'll give you a little bit more of a look around the factory, just as one does. And once again, like I said before, here's our main storage tanks. Here's the sample taps with Otaku just standing right there. And again, we have these nice, neat little bottles, which we fill up with the Jeloseum, and we send it off to the lab boys for analysis, unless we have a visitor, such as our friend AnimeLoverOtakuNya here, and we will allow them to actually take a bottle to sample for themselves. Once again, this is the natural color of Jeloseum, and once again, this is actually a workable product in these bottles, so you can, like I say, use it on yourself, and you will smell like basically anything. Don't forget that Jeloseum is a highly powerful, mind-powered air freshener and food additive, depending on which one you buy, and it will literally smell like anything as you're imagining it. So I can take this bottle of Jeloseum here, once again, and I can just pop the cap, give it a little sniff. And right now, that smells like pink lemonade to me. That's because that's what this stuff reminds me of. It smells absolutely fracking glorious. Here, let me grab my... there we go. Here, give this a sniff and tell me what you think.
Fluffy Tyrannosaurus?
You're thinking the same vibe we normally do. I like it. That's awesome. And so there you have it. This is the Jeloseum factory. I do thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more stupid shit, hit me up on the Twitters and the Facebooks and the YouTubes. Well, I don't even use Facebook because I'm not a boomer. But who uses Facebook anyway? But yeah, if you want to see more stupid shit like we've just done here, and you would like to see more factory tours, we'll try to make that happen. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to do a food grade tour yet, because our facilities are not up to full standard yet, unlike the air freshener grade factories, which we have, like I said, managed to get up to perfect standard for people to actually come and visit. At the moment, the safety standards within the food grade factories for people coming in and out, especially due to what's happening currently in the world, we don't actually allow people into our pocket dimensions and factories to sort of tour them yet, but we are planning to have a phased return to those tours. Okay, so, any closing words before we finish up?
By Jeloseum.
Good enough for me. And remember, kids, always eat the green Jeloseum in the green cans. And don't eat the blue Jeloseum, or you'll become a bag of jello. I have been Dig Bipper, and I do thank you for watching this tour. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, and we will see you again in the next video that I make.